Hello everyone, and welcome to another One Piece manga read along. This will be the second to last one where I'm not fully up to date. So next week, I'm not going to be doing my manga read along at the start of the Sunday stream. I'm going to be doing it at the end of the Sunday stream because the new chapter is coming out 3 hours from now. So that means it's 2:30. So it'll come out around 6 p.m. my time. So I'm going to read next week. I'll start reading from like 5 p.m. and then when the new chapter comes out, I will be, ready. And then I can read it as it comes out on the app. So I'm very, very excited for that. Which means after this video, in the next video, I'll be fully caught up. So this is the last one where I'm not fully caught up. So I'm kind of nervous, but more excited, obviously. In the live chat, we have Luke, Booty, Sotos, Cherry is here, Modri is here, Walid is here, King Kong, Odinoko, Tiago, Hunter. Welcome, everyone. We were just, before we got started, I had some electricity issues, but it's back, so very happy about that. And then I remembered that I never continued migrating my notes that are on a random Google Docs pages. I want to migrate everything to one blog, but I was reading through some of the stuff that I wrote when I started watching One Piece 6-7 years ago. I don't remember now. I was a completely different person, and some of the stuff that I wrote, and I was talking to Cherry in the live chat about in my first year of reacting to anime, I was watching Saga of Tanya the Evil, and I feel like if the version of me that reacted to Saga of Tanya the Evil talked to the version of me that reacted to Attack on Titan, I would probably end up fighting myself. But yeah, as time has passed in the last 7 years, it was my early to late 20s. I think I'm so happy that I had One Piece and a few other anime at that time, like Attack on Titan, to help me kind of refine. I know it sounds like too deep, like really anime, but yeah, these stories, these characters have helped me to refine like myself and my thoughts about life and ethics and all kinds of stuff. It took a long time, but by reading about these things, like watching the anime, reading about it, talking to others, looking things up about fallacies and the discussions, yeah, I've changed a lot in the last few years. But now I'm here and I'm 31, currently reading chapter 1131 of One Piece. Who knows if I'm going to think the same things I do today in 10 years' time, but that's part of the journey, right? So, yeah, let's get started with chapter 1131. The last chapter ended with Loki saying, "This is Warland Elbaf's kingdom of warriors, the most powerful nation in the world, which once lived and breathed warfare. And I am the sun god who brings the world to an end, Loki." Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see where it goes from here. The chapter is called Loki in the Underworld. So let me just put that on my notes, my new notes over here. Loki in the Underworld. And on the cover page, we have Yamato and that Horselina girl. After that sword thief. So I guess someone stole a sword and now they're chasing after. Because I remember in the previous one they were at the ninja village and Tama was being taught how to be a ninja. So I don't remember the sword part. Whose sword got stolen? Okay, here we go. This is how it starts with Luffy saying, "Oh yeah, I knew this was Elbaf. We've been waiting to get here for ages. Everything really is huge in Elbaf. Oh yeah? Good for you. By the way, I wonder if Usopp will figure it out when he gets up there. What's on top of the tree? Hey, the most powerful nation in the world lived and breathed warfare? Wow, that's wild!" Luffy's reaction is so cute. And this guy, this giant guy who just called himself the sun god or something, he can't even get a word in edgewise. When I was on Dory and Brogy's ship, I'd never seen so many giants at once. It was really overwhelming. That's how I felt when I was in Japan and I hadn't seen so many people at once in my life. It was overwhelming. Hey, I can believe they're the most powerful. Hey! I'm talking to you! Oh shit. I am the sun god enshrined in the legends of this land. You will not speak without my permission, human. Now answer me. What do you make of this situation? What do I make of it? That you're chained up? I'm literally thinking like, my dude, you're chained to a tree. Calm down. I'm getting Chunibu vibes from you because you think like, oh, I'm so strong. I'm so powerful. Are you Mr. Chained to a Tree? No, but I'm joking. Of course he is, because it took all of the giants to tie him down like that. So I was just joking, but I know that if I make a Chunibu joke, people are going to start explaining to me, well, actually, like, I know, he's freaking strong. But I like Luffy's response. It's so blunt. What do I make of it? You're chained to a tree. Keenly surmised, but no man chooses to be chained. And, oh, well, we can have a discussion about that, about people who choose to be chained, because it's safer that way. Which, you know, fair enough, but don't tell me people don't choose to be chained. And I am no exception in this regard. I would rather be free. Did you know I've been here for 6 years? 6 years! I consider myself the strongest in all of Elbaf. But this tree is known as the Jewel Tree Adam. Adam? Which forms the very kingdom of Warland itself. The chains are sea prism stone. They rob me of my strength and keep me imprisoned. So I have a question for you, Roddy. It's Luffy. Do you want to make a deal, Luffy? Did you read the last page, bottom right? Loki. Oh, just his bounty. 2.6 billion. It's a number. I don't. It's like if someone tells me, "Oh, I won 2.6 billion dollars." Like, there's no difference for me anymore between like 10 million versus 1 billion versus 2 billion. It's a fucking lot. You're fucking strong. You're fucking rich. Okay. It's not even like you can compare one bounty to the other bounty to see who's stronger, because it doesn't really work that way either. Number goes brr, yeah. But it's good to know. I just saw Loki in big text, so I didn't actually read. Special government bounty, 2.6 billion. And that is 6 years ago. So he hasn't been active, so he's probably like, who knows? He's asking, do you want to make a deal? You're a pirate, aren't you? If you should undo these chains that bind me, I'll offer to completely eliminate one rival pirate crew of your choosing. What do you say? I mean, what say you? The key should be somewhere in the village. Now, if you'd rather... now, if you'd rather not, I won't force your hand. I like how diplomatic he's being. Hmm? Oh, but I didn't mention. This is the lowest plane of Elbaf, the underworld. A place that no one dares venture into. Those judged to be criminals are dropped down here. This place is their prison and their execution yards. Basically Australia. Another joke, because Australia used to be a penal colony or whatever it's called. Dig into the snow around you, and you'll find the bones of giant and man alike. What is going on there? Who is this shadow figure? These mountains have existed for tens of thousands of years. In our mythology, we call this the first world. And the tree is called Adam. Symbolic? I think so. Maybe. Whoa. Look, Soto's giant snake. A giant gorilla. Whoa, and it kind of links up with if you think about the lore of Godzilla and King Kong with the giant animals and they were here first. A place where the sun is only a dead memory, foolish human. I don't know what brought you to these snowy peaks, but you'd best be wary of these wild beasts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And Luffy's probably thinking, snack. A great and deadly sentinel prowls each and every mountain, and since I was a lad, they've all been fast friends of mine. Ooh, this takes me back. So if you don't do as I say, they may not take kindly to it. Oh, please don't threaten Luffy with your friends. He's gonna eat them. I think you don't have to hold your friends off of Luffy. You have to hold Luffy off of your friends, because those other little ones are humans who chose to do battle with Elbaf. They wear stinking robes to turn away the ravenous beasts. But they only delay the inevitable. They are corpses already. Now that's really uncalled for, sir. Who is this guy? Can we rub him blind? Maybe he's got something. We don't want to get knocked unconscious like the last time. I mean, around here, you don't expect to run into red-haired Shanks, of all people. Wait, excuse me, what? Can I just... let me turn my... Because I feel like I need to see both pages at once to understand. So wait, he's telling Luffy, work with me, because otherwise my big-ass friends are going to eat you. But then, are these just random people that also live there? Now he's saying... Shanks? Did you just say Shanks? Yeah, what do you mean Shanks? What about Shanks? Where's Shanks? We did, but this is really invalidating everything we thought we knew. Oh, why? Because they're reacting to him positively, like, because of his alpha energy. Who is that guy? How did he tame the sentinels of the peaks? What? Wait a second. Who is that pipsqueak? Did Shanks really come here? You know, red hair? If you mean that coward of a pirate, he certainly did. Oh, I remember the lost guy who called Shanks a coward and knocked a drink out of his hand and then eventually kidnapped Luffy and got shot by. Okay, I'm making a reference to like the first chapter of One Piece. That guy also thought of Shanks as a coward just because he didn't like fight and defend himself and brawl and blah 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 blah. Ooh, but that doesn't make Luffy very happy. So he punches here. I am assuming he didn't really. He just kind of punched out of frustration. Thanks for clarifying. Sorry, I thought I would make a more what's the word, like a, what's the word for succinct? Like, it should have been a shorter reference, and then I went and I kept going, and I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense anymore. I don't have that scene on my wall, but I have 4 One Piece pages here, 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 and here. And it's where the top one is where Shanks saves Luffy, and Luffy sets out to sea. This is where we meet Shanks for the first time. This is where Luffy gets his first devil fruit. Not his first. It's where Luffy got his devil fruit, and so yeah, I really remember that time, and when Shanks was saying, he's not gonna fight just because someone's insulting him. You always feel uncomfortable at the end. It's funny. Yeah, I'm awkward like that. You imagine this in real life. Imagine having to be me. Being so fucking awkward. Like, imagine standing, wanting to shake someone's hand, and then they walk past you, and then you're just like, okay, sorry, inside joke. So anyway, Luffy attacks. He doesn't attack him, but he punches out of frustration. But obviously he can easily dodge. Prince Loki! Hey, wait, take it easy. I was only joking. Were you? Don't say that. Even as a joke. I'm helpless here. I can't defend myself. The instant I get these chains off, I'm gonna kill him. Then you better not make me mad. Next time you say something like that, I'll embed you into that tree. Wow, Shanks doesn't give a crap if people talk shit about him, but Luffy has never been able to handle that well. So he says, next time you say something like that, I'll embed you into the tree. And Loki replies, you wouldn't dare, idiot. And why was Shanks here? Why did he come to see you? That couldn't have been why he was here. Is he still in Elbaf? You won't be getting those answers for nothing. Oh, right. We saw Shanks in Elbaf. He was visiting, and then that was right before he destroyed Kid. Not because he wanted to, but Kid was like asking for it, Okay, wait, I'm gonna go back to vertical pages. First, don't speak unless I say so, and then I can't defend myself. Yeah, his attitude changed a lot, right? Look out! It's really shaking! The bridge. I'm gonna die! Is that what I think it is? Huh? You mean... Yeah! Someone's coming! I don't know who it is, but he looks all charged up, like he got hit by lightning. So I immediately recognized him because he still looks to me like the guy from Orange Town, or, with Shushu the dog. He still looks like that guy. But they don't recognize him because he doesn't have his RPG role-playing mask on. It's probably whoever was under that sun god mask. Why does everyone think they're the sun god? Loki thinks he's the sun god. This guy thinks he pretends to be the sun god. It's like they're Superman. You know how kids put on like uh, um, t-shirts around their neck and then they jump on beds and they pretend to be Superman. This everyone thinks they're the sun god now. Look at me. I am the sun god now. I knew it. And behind him is that female warrior and the chubby one. They're chasing him and carrying the Sunny. The Sunny's there? What's going on? Sounds like it's cutting time. Who said that? Is that what Zora said? Did Zora say it's cutting time? Sounds like it's cutting time. Really, Zoro? He looks like that one guy from Buggy's crew. Yeah, that guy from... That's friends with Richie the Lion and the Lion Tamer guy. And Zoro fought that guy back in Orange Town, I think. No, they might be the master's friends. There's only one thing to do. Look, the finish line is before us. We gotta run it out. Sprint for all you're worth. Get to Alba Village. That must be up there. If they catch up to us, we're goners. Kabaji. It was him. Underworld, Warland. Wait, let me turn it around. There we go. Took down that moose. Just in the nick of time. These beasts don't live in the upper forests, but their meat is exquisite. I can already see the excitement of the Straw Hats' faces. But how will we carry this monster? Hydrogen and the Stanson. New giant pirate shipwright. So now we've met the chef. We've met the doctor, which is the female pirate. Oh, I claimed her in Waifu Wars, by the way. Literally, I think the day that I read the chapter, so last Sunday. And now we know the shipwright. So basically the Frankie of their crew. Can't use a painter. Those sunstones don't work when it's snowing. Sunstone? Suck it up. Be a man. This meat is for my saviors. And then they're giving us a little Hydrogen refresher. Back in Dressrosa, Hydrogen was caught in the wicked plot of Doflamingo, the former warlord, and was nearly forgotten by the world until he was rescued by the Straw Hat crew. Now he's one of the 7 captains in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, even though technically Luffy doesn't acknowledge them. Heave ho! See, we got this. Excuse me, is that a moose or a Tyrannosaurus Rex? We are the mighty warriors of Elbaf, the new giant pirate crew. Okay. So here's the new giant pirates. Self-proclaimed Straw Hat Fleet. Captain is Hydrogen. We have the navigator, Rodo, who is the one who basically stole the Straw Hats and tried to play dolls with them. So he doesn't, even though they are self-proclaimed Straw Hat Fleet, he doesn't accept being under Luffy, who's a human, as far as I understand it. Then we have the shipwright Stanson, the doctor Gerd, and the cook Goldberg. A pirate crew of 5 younger giants from the generation after Dorian Brogy. Wow, look at Robin, look at Robin. What? Did she get a haircut? Does she have a fringe now? What? Wait, did she always have a fringe? I forgot. We need all of Robin's hairstyles, quick. Robin through the years. One piece. A frame of Nico Robin from every year. Okay, wait. So, okay, so she started, has she always had a fringe? Oh my God. My reaction to a new bounty versus my reaction to potentially she got a haircut. I'm sure she didn't have a fringe for a while. When she started, she looked like this. Has she always had a fringe? Oh my God, she's... See, she didn't have a fringe for a while. Now she has a fringe again. Woo! She had a side fringe over there. But she looked too much like Boa. I'm so happy her fringe is back. Yes, Robin fringe! Wow, she looks beautiful. Okay, wait. Let's see. I'm just taking a screenshot. I can understand. A new hairstyle is more rare. A girl getting a haircut is a big deal to a girl. But that's why, you watch different reactions because everyone's going to have different favorites and different things will make you excited. So, the sea near Elbaf. What do you think, Robin? Or it's more like, what do you think, Robin? I've never cut the woman's hair before. I was quite nervous about doing it. My heart would have been racing if I had one. Yo! Skull joke! I love that. Now we're getting skull jokes. We're getting Robin with a fringe. What the hell? We're going like, it's so nostalgic. Yeah, you don't have a heart? That's so unscientific. You look really cute, Robin. Haven't seen that look on you in ages. That's stunning. Well done, Brooke. Jimbei said, that's stunning. It's so cute. Oh my God, Jimbei called Robin stunning and then she said, it's perfect. Thank you, Brooke. Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Happy to help. I love it. Oh, so it's the look you had when you met Soul. Then he'll be especially happy to see it. Oh, she cut her hair to the way that... And it's shorter than 2. So that he can maybe like recognize her more easily. That is so sweet. Then he'll be especially happy to see it. Oh man, I just know this reunion will have me bawling. That's the hairstyle we remember too, Robin. Oh, look at her, look at her. The mists have cleared. Land ahoy! Prepare to moor, whatever that means. That island of giants is gigantic. We gotta have a toast when we get to the harbor. Yeah! And then... No! Why? Taihen! It's Dr. Soul! He's fallen and he won't get up! No, why must Oda raise my hopes only to crush me? Why? Mother... Fuck's sake. Oh shit. Oh crap! That's not a good sign, guys. That's not a good sign. Can you believe that was only one chapter? Oda be like, we can't have the fans be too happy. Why, Oda? Why? Robin deserves it. Robin had a freaking traumatic life, man. She deserves some happiness without... Oy. Does anyone need a claim? I got a key earlier today for a girl from Makeine. So it would be pretty cool if I could get a One Piece key in this video. But I can't claim anyone. And Luffy is still out there. So if I roll Luffy, well, I guess that would be pretty cool to roll Luffy in a video. Okay. So now we're moving on to chapter 132. I really like this brush effect. Luffy is the last Straw Hat out there. Oh, I saw that Frankie got claimed earlier today. So yeah, cool. Okay, so wait. For my notes, I will just put Robin got a haircut from Brooke. Jim Bay said it looks stunning. And I agree with him. Okay, so now we're moving on to chapter 1132. And it is called... What? Excuse me? Walid? What? Your first key? And it's Zoro? Oh my goodness! Congratulations, that is an amazing key to get. I got the one and only Luffy key, so we're buddies. Bah. That's amazing. How cute are the Straw Hats? Like family, cutting hair and complimenting the look. So sweet. Yeah, very, very sweet. But now... the next one is called Adventure in Elbaf. Adventure in Elbaf. And the cover story, Udon Castle under reconstruction at the quarry. So they're looking for a sword thief and they're at the construction site. It's the great Eric! The giant pirates have returned! Isn't that great? What took them so long? Hey, captains! Are you gonna drink at the pub? And then he showed no. Aww, they're going straight up. Oh, they are? That's smart. If they've got guests with them, once they start drinking, they'll be here for 3 whole days. If you're going up to the Sun World too, then I've got Ripley's favorite here. And a bit of Daddy's favorite too. Wow, thanks! Do you know about the pirate that Captains Dori Brogi are bringing here? He was just named one of the 4 emperors. Even Captain Red-Haired Shanks was talking about him. Don't forget this name. Mugiwara no Luffy. Okay, I'm off. Hey kid, tell the captains we'll deliver the snacks for the feast later. Yeah, sure. Look, it's the great Eric. Our timing is perfect. The rainbows just touched down. Let's ride their coattails. Excuse me, the rainbow? What? What? A rainbow? It's so pretty. What a huge rainbow. I wonder if it's raining on the other side. I've never felt a rainbow so close before. It's really bright and solid. There's something strange about this rainbow. Are they supposed to be visible at this angle? It's such a mysterious and beautiful sight every time I see it. Is it that wondrous to you? We draw them with these painters. You know what this reminds me of a little bit? Wait, I'll tell you in a minute. Draw them? You mean you created that rainbow? But of course. We're nearing the foot. Ready to go, captains. It reminds me of... Oh, she was just joking, Walid. That's why there's a cup of face. Don't worry. This stone reminds me of... we recently learned in Dr. Stone that Vikings used to travel with a magic stone. And then they would hold it up if there was very limited sun or something. They would hold it up to be able to see which way the sun is, so that they could then travel in the right direction or something like that. It kind of makes me think of that. Oh, sorry. You replied so flat. I thought you were serious. You went, no. Sorry. Okay. We're nearing the foot. Ready to go, captains? Oops. You ought to grab onto us now. The ship's gonna go vertical. Vertical? Why? Ah, wait. What's happening? Time to go up. I guess we didn't explain this yet, did we? The Elbow villages are on top of that tree. So we go right up this rainbow to get there. We'll have a grand feast when we arrive. No, not that part. Explain about the rainbow. What is the ship riding on? Rainbows are caused by the refraction of light passing through raindrops. What nonsense are you saying? You can ride on rainbows. You can? What the... Wow! Imagine how beautiful this is gonna look in the anime! When you have all 7 colors and they're just freaking riding on rainbows. Wow! Done! So we've gone up with a water in Skypia, and then we've gone up with the fish, and we've gone up with the river. There was also the Grand Line, or the Red Line, or the something, and they went up the river or something. Wow, we've been going up. Draw the rainbow, ride the rainbow. Now all that's left is to taste the rainbow. We're really riding on it. It's a tailwind, perfect rainbow sailing weather. There's no resistance to the flow, so once you've rowed a bit, the rainbow carries you the rest of the way. I bet Luffy and the others will lose their minds when they see this. I think I've lost my mind already. Yo! Me too! Ow! Wow! Imagine you can ride on a rainbow! How? Well, a magic rock, of course. It's like sailing on a sea of colors. Even the sparkly sound it makes is pretty. Wow, it makes a sparkly sound. I love that. Oh, look how much Robin looks like herself. There are so many things still to learn about the world. Time to ship out Binks's crew. Hey, Captains Dory Brogy, is Straw Hat there? Well, whose ship is that but Hydrogen and Stanson? It's been a while, Hydrogen. Good to see ya, bud. What a translation. I see. So Straw Hat's coming a bit later. We hunted a moose. A Moosaurus Rex. Let's be honest about that. It's not just a moose. Ah, moose is tasty stuff. I'm getting hungry already. Only if there's leftovers. This is for the Straw Hat crew. I love that she now doesn't look like Boa at all. Me too. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, so let me just recap myself really quick here. They were on the way together, but they were drinking. And then the navigator's bird stole the ship. So they got caught up in that whole RPG fiasco. Now, they've escaped though, but Luffy is down with Loki. Some of the crew is on the rope bridge, being chased by the navigator, being chased by, well, the navigator's being chased by the cook and the doctor. But now they're going up the rainbow. They're going over the bridge. Luffy is still down there. Okay. Back at the rope bridge connecting the underworld and the sun world. The Sunny! That's our ship! And then the Goldberg and Gerd see Luffy. I'm not sure. Luffy was just down there. Where did I miss a chapter? Where did he come back? How did he come back? You must be Luffy. He's so cute. I love little humans. Oh, but I'm not like him. I'm not like that weirdo Rodo. I don't want to lock you up. I just want to be friends. Gerd, that's really not the point right now. Oh, sorry. I know all about you. You were brought here against your will, and that was because of that weirdo I know against my will. I'm sorry about that. You mean that bonehead guy? You just flew up from the underworld. Did you fall down there? Okay, so I guess we just kind of... He jumped at the bridge first panel. Oh, that teeny tiny shot himself. Whee! I see, I missed that. And then she caught him. Don't tell anyone about meeting me or our little promise. You got that, Luffy? Hey, it's too cold to be sweating that much. Don't worry about it, man. We're just glad you're all right. So he's not good at lying. So he just went, But now what's the promise between him and Loki? Because the last thing he said to Loki was, they didn't make an official promise. Loki wants to be freed. But Luffy would never free him for what he said. He said, if you free me, I'll take out a rival pirate crew. But Luffy would never. So, maybe it's being omitted on purpose. Okay, I'm on this page now. Elbaf Sun World, 2nd level. Now I've found you, at last. Come back to me, my perfect little Rivudoru. Love dolls. Cherry says we don't know the promise yet. I low-key want to know. That's a good one. So, Rodo was chasing after some of the crew, and Luffy flew up, but he was caught by Goldberg and Gerd. Now Rodo has caught up with Nami and them. Ah! Quickly! Before everyone else finds out, I have to lock you up more securely than before. So I can keep you for life, my ultra rare Nami and ultra rare Chopper de foo 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 foo. Hadibupu. What is that? What is Hadibupu? Oh! It's cutting time. I don't believe it. Even animals wouldn't fall for that trap. Oh, geez, you overdid it, Zoro and Sanji. We can't get in trouble. We didn't touch him. True that. True that. You don't need to touch him. His own crewmates are gonna mess him up. Let's get going. I want to see this island of giants now. Curse you, tiny humans! There he is! And the Straw Hats are there too! That sounds like my ultra rare Gerdo. Perhaps she has come to rescue me. Stop right there, Rodo, you freak! Ah! She's a babe. I'm glad that I claimed her. I have to look. Maybe I can take a screenshot from the manga and add it to the she probably just has one picture. Ta-da! Such a babe. Wow, a giant babe. See, told you, babe. I'm smelling cat pee. I'm wondering if Sky did her business on the towels on the floor because of the leak. I'll worry about it later. Okay, so Sanji obviously reacts to her by saying, wow, what a babe, because she is. Now the evidence of our attack is gone. Good point. Hey, you guys! Luffy! The Sunny's here too. Hello there. You must be the Straw Hat crew. I'm Gerdo, and this is Goldberg. We're Hydrogen's friends. I'm so sorry I had to go through that scary experience. Don't worry, we'll be escorting you from here. Woohoo! So Gerd's gonna show us around. We didn't know what happened to us. Oh, I'll explain and make him pay for it. Let's go, Usopp! The Albuff village is supposed to be on this level. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Just go straight through these woods and you'll reach the clouds. Hitch a ride and you'll see the village. Let's go after them. Whoa, where is she carrying them? Sanji's gonna die. Whoa, it's island clouds. Wait, what if they're not? She said we could ride them. Wow. On the giant pirate ship. Okay, so wait, they're going up through the bridge and now we're back on the ship. Once we pass these clouds, you'll see it. Elbaf has 3 levels. Astral level, sun, and under. Astral. Starting from the top, it's the astral world. The one that's... astral. Then it's the sun world. And then the underworld. We live on the sun world, where the sun's rays reach. There are a number of villages there. It's too big to see all of it at once, but that's our village, over there. Wow! Wait. It's loading. It's turning around. Load! Wow, so big! So beautiful! Imagine how big it's gonna be for them. Welcome to Elbaf. We're here! After like 800 episodes, we're here! Wow, we met them in Little Garden and Vivi was there. Vivi, she deserves to be here. Vivi! Okay, I'll stop. To be in the presence of the Gargantuan is to know emotion. Who can possibly put this sight into words that convey its grandeur? I can understand that, like in a small way. It's definitely interesting to be next to things that are like much bigger than you. Like, remember last week, I showed you pictures of when I was at Ghibli Park, and there's a part where it's based on a movie where the girl shrinks down. So it's like a giant garden and like a little jar, but it's a giant little jar, so I can fit into it. It's just a magical feeling. It's so like flowers are above your head, and it's so cool. So I can't imagine this. It's crazy. But not only that, even if this was normal sized, it looks idyllic. It's built in a tree. It's you're riding on rainbows. It's literal magic. I can feel the Viking culture in so much detail. Yeah, I can see in the designs of the houses. It made me think again about Asterix and Obelix. Welcome to Elbaf. You guys, someday I swear I'm going to Elbaf. To the village of warriors. All right, Usopp. Let's do it. Oh, they made it. They made it. They made it. Next up, all blue. And then wherever Zoro, whatever Zoro's backstory. And yes, I know that my mods have tried to keep me spoiler free on this. Because I have been saying 100 times one day, when I catch up with the manga, and I'm only reading one chapter per week, I can start reading the SBSs. So I would have found out someday anyway, but every single time I talk about Zoro's backstory, there's always someone saying, it's in the SBS, it's in the SBS. And, like, you could have just waited until I got there, because I was going to read it. But Sanji had his arc with the Barati, and then he had Whole Cake Island stuff. I don't necessarily mean, oh, I want to know a few more extra things about Zoro from an SBS. I'm saying I want a Zoro-focused arc. The way that we've had arcs focused on other characters. So I'm still waiting for it, and please stop mentioning the SBS. Like, of course, in Whole Cake Island, it was about many characters, and a lot of characters had time to shine, but it was very Sanji-centered. So I'm just saying, I would like the same for Zoro. Like, this to me feels very, it's not, but it's very Usopp-y, and I love that for him. But hopefully one day we can also get a little bit more Zoro-iness. I was thinking it was gonna happen more in Wano, but I didn't really get the feeling that, like, yeah, there were some little details that, but not the way I imagine it. We'll have to see what happens. Oh, look at Robin! Look at that face! Look how happy she is. But for how long will she be happy like that? Yep, of course, Sanji's eyes are closed and he's just, yeah, I thought so. But to be fair, maybe I would be the same. Wow. This is Elbaf Island, the kingdom of Boarland. Robin looks so excited. Chopper looks excited. Frankie and Zoro look amazed. Bonnie looks excited. That's Nami. Jinbei, Brooke, Lilith, Sanji. But most simplify the matter by just using the name Elbaf for the land of giants. Hey, Straw Hat! Oh, Luffy's group is here. We've been looking for you. Did you guys just get here? Ha ha ha. Glad we found you. It worked out in the end. Plants, trees, Vines, flowers, insects, fish, birds, and animals. Everything is breathtakingly huge. Adventurers do not Adventurers, do not regret your lost time here. And then they're freaking out. Luffy, Usopp, and Chopper. What? Are you guys riding on a rainbow? However, if there is one message you take away from my account of the gigantic and mystical land of Elbaf, let it be this word of warning. Do not overstay your welcome here. Lois Arnott, Explorer. Do not overstay your welcome. Do not regret your lost time here, but do not overstay your welcome. Lois Arnott. Kind of reminds me of Skypia. It's giving me Skypia feels. Wow. Next up is chapter 1133, and it's called Nice Things. The cover story shows Tama getting kidnapped by that lion guy. Holden attacks. Drop your valuables. Okay, so how excited are you guys to see what the animation team is going to do with Elbaf and riding rainbows and literally it's making a sparkling sound, and the village and the colors and Robin's new haircut, and yeah, just I feel like it's gonna be I'm so excited. I feel like my reactions are gonna be 5 times better because I'm so excited. Like the hype is just building and building and building inside. Oh, well, of course Sotos is gonna say he's worried. But let's see. They took 6 months off. So hi Godzilla. Godzilla says, I hope we get some, I never know how to say that word, Celtic OST for Elbaf. I think, yeah, we probably, hopefully, that would be very cool. Viking vibe music. Plus all the added scenes. Yeah, they're probably going to expand on things that happen in the anime. I'm in the manga. I just can't emphasize how happy I am that they took some time off. I have a good feeling about it, specifically for that reason. So the next chapter is called, I'm just gonna say in my notes, we're here. We're here. We made it to Elbaf. It's beautiful. I want to make like tweets about reading the manga and like stuff like this. For example, I wanted to tweet of meeting Loki last week, but I don't want to be that person, you know, cause not everyone's caught up. So someone might just scroll by and get spoiled. It's too difficult on Twitter to like hide spoilers. On Instagram, you know, you can put a pre-story that says, don't keep going, spoilers ahead. And then, you know, maybe make another account or add specific spoiler hashtags. No, it's fine because I make these videos. I think that's enough. But, yeah, we'll have to see. At least I can freak out about it here. Um, this reminds me of yesterday I made a tweet. So today I'm saying, we're here, we made it to Elbaf. And yesterday I made a tweet saying, he's here. I met my first anime crush because I was watching Dragon Ball Z and I saw Trunks for the first time. We're here, he's here. So exciting. Oh, you know what I do want to include in my notes, actually, before I forget, the text at the end. So just give me a second. It says, this is Elbaf, the kingdom of Warland. But most simplify the matter by just using the name Elbaf for the land of giants. And then I'll just put some dots there. Adventurers, do not regret your lost time here. However, if there is one message you take away from my account of the gigantic and mystical land of Elbaf, let it be this word of warning. Do not overstay your welcome here. And that was written by Louis Arnott, explorer. Very interesting. It's giving me, do you remember in Skypia, the guy Noland? He wasn't a pirate, he was an explorer, right? So, yeah, that's very exciting. It's giving me Skypia vibes, which the reason why that's exciting for me is because Skypia is one of my top 3 favorite. Wait, let me just double check on that. I once made a list. I probably need to readjust the list a bit, but yeah, Romance Dawn, because it's the beginning. It will always be, it'll always be the foundation. I can never replace that. If it wasn't for Romance Dawn, nothing else would exist. So that will always be my number 1. But I mean, if we don't include that, Skypia is my second favorite. So for me to say, this makes me think of Skypia. It's exciting because how much I loved that could translate to how much I love this. Like, maybe it has that same kind of feel. So let's get started with the 3rd chapter for today, Nice Things. It begins... There we go. Ooh, here we go. 22 years ago. The scene... Oh, I thought it was gonna be about like a flashback from who is Lois or Lewis. The scene in O'Hara, it chilled me to my spine. That was an atrocity. The evacuation ship, packed with innocent civilians, suddenly exploded and went down in flames. To my dying day, I'll never forget the sounds of the screams that emerged from the fire. And Nico Robin did that? Not only that. Why? Why would Robin do that? Not only that, but several other battleships were also sunk. She's a demon in the body of an 8-year-old girl. The government won't go into detail about the story. I wonder why. The truth is so shocking and brutal that it will traumatize children. If you see her, don't approach. Just tell the authorities. What? There's a criminal on this island? I met her. She has the eyes of a killer. That's called being brainwashed. She's got the brain of a veteran scholar, but no human emotions to go with it. Look at that bounty. Grab your guns and let's hunt her down. Don't be fooled by appearances. Your mercy is wasted on her. She uses freakish sorcery. Catch her as quickly as you can. I can't sleep at night knowing she's out there. I wish she'd just die already. Why can't the Navy hurry up and finish her off? She's a menace to the world. I was talking about how this is Usopp-centered, but it's all coming together so nicely, to be honest. I just meant like it feels like this is Usopp's time to shine. But is it? Is it? Listen carefully, Robin. Oh, that was her mother, right? Olvia. Nico Olvia. Listen carefully, Robin. You are all alone right now. But someday, without a doubt, you will meet friends. But Soul, I'm so scared. Everyone scares me. When it's unbearable, remember what I taught you. Just laugh like this. I hear she travels from town to town, killing and robbing people. She lowers their defenses with childish looks and slits their throat in the night. It's insane. I wish she'd just die. Stupid brat deserves to be dead in a ditch somewhere. How can you speak like that about a child? Okay, well, they've been brainwashed to believe that she's a literal demon. But even... like, how can you let... okay, can I just say, this might be controversial, but never let your government make you believe children are demons. Maybe. She's so small. How could they believe that stupid government? I hate them. But okay, in a world where people have superpowers, you can never blame someone. But at the same time, really, to be brainwashed to the point where you look at someone like that and you immediately feel like this intense hate. It's not unheard of. There was a time. Yeah, I won't talk about that time because it's not super relevant, but it's very easy. It's surprisingly easy for people to turn against each other with a little bit of propaganda. Like, if you think about even during before World War II, or during or before, there was major propaganda campaigns where they even got doctors to talk about how Jewish people are filthy and they and the disease carriers and stuff. And some of it was like based on truth, because Jewish people in concentration camps with the conditions, of course diseases would break out. But that doesn't... you see how they used doctors to back it, and they used pictures and graphics and news and all kinds of and speech and the words, and to the point where people literally felt like you just think of a Jewish person and then you're scared or disgusted or this or that. Like that's how you break down people's minds to the point where they will actually give up friends and family willingly, because even though they're innocent, even though, but they truly believe like, oh my god, they're the bad guy, take them, kill them, we want them dead. Like you think that it wouldn't be able to happen to you. How could you be fooled like that? But it's real. It's real. This kind of stuff, the way that they're thinking about a little girl. On one hand, I was thinking, okay, well, in a world with superpowers, but you don't need superpowers to be scared of other, to be brainwashed, to be scared and hate other people for no reason, no real reason. You just need a little bit of propaganda, a little bit of, authoritarian voices. Oh, but the doctor said so. Oh, but everyone in the government says so. Oh, but the news said this. Be careful when it comes to hating people in general. She's so small. Okay, now we're back in present day Elbaf. Huh? A port on top of a tree? Are we on the sea or clouds? Ready to dock! Dun. This is the port of the western village. It's sea clouds. Welcome back, captains. You took so long, we got worried. Why, it simply beggars the mind. What is beggars the mind? I've never heard that. Everything is on a different scale. What a grand sight. Wow. Oh, look at Bonnie and Lilith. They have the same energy. It's so cute. And they're here too. Hey, you guys. Look at this. Isn't it wild? Yeah. It's a svar. Whoa. A mist ship that uses the buoyancy of island clouds to sail. It's all amazing. How is this place so amazing? The climate on Elbaf is simply perfect. Island clouds, sea clouds, bubbles, rainbows, hovering. Oh shit. Once again, I had to read like this. I missed a piece. I should download these. Then it won't load. Okay, so wait. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Only this part of the page got cut off, but there wasn't really anything being said there. It can support all of these things. Straw Hat, Usolando, and friends. I'm glad to see you here in Elbaf. I knew you changed your hair, Robin. I see you've been getting into the Elbaf swing of things too. Good to see you again, Hayridin. I've heard tell of all your exploits. You're an emperor of the sea now. That's the fleet captain we all look up to. I'll give you full introductions later, but for now, the four of us are the new giant pirates at your service. So we have Hayridin, Rodo, Gerdo, Goldberg, and the shipwright. I forgot his name. Nice to meet you. I said I didn't need you to follow me. Who cares? We'll do it anyway. Digga-ga-ga-ga-ga. What's that? The news about how you beat Big Mom in Wano made waves over here, and we never pay attention to the outside. I like that. We never pay attention to the outside. Like, on one hand, I love how the internet has connected people all over the world, but at the same time, it can be very overwhelming. So I like this energy of like, we're dealing with our own stuff. We don't listen to what's going on elsewhere. Like, um, I was friends with Lin Lin long ago, but she did some unforgivable things to Elbaf. Oh, she did something unforgivable. Oh, she was friends with Lin Lin. Oh, yeah, I can relate to that. Like, you like the character, but when they cross a line, yeah, still a bad guy. But I mean, they're all pirates, so I guess it's kind of like, but each one has their own code, so. Hey, you can catch up with them after a toast, Hydrogen. First, let's eat and drink. We've got a whole mountain of food sized for us. Gap, bop, 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 bop. Come into the pub. What's that? Is it a scarecrow, or is and they're a warland. They like to fight. That's not for everyone, but when you have their level of strength, maybe with giant bodies come giant testosterone. Woo! Food! I'm starving! Oh, it's Kabaji. It's the Kabaji guy. Oh, he's being punished. I've been so amped up that I'm running on empty. Hey, Luffy. Where did they go? Where did they go? Oh, they're just running ahead. So they run towards wherever the food is, and then I think it's Robin that says, "Hey, Luffy, dot, dot, dot. Hmm? Southwest of the Western Village. I can go on my own. Not gonna happen. I want to see this." Oh, so she wants to maybe meet with. So Luffy's doing his own thing, and she wants to meet with Soul. I'm just seeing the sights. Me too. So that was a little bit from all of the Straw Hats. I don't know who that is though, because I thought both of those were Chopper. Who's that little face over there? Hmm? Anyway, Dr. Soul wanted to show you the library, Robin, so we're taking you to the school below it. Thank you for guiding us there. It's my pleasure. It's a long trip. That was Luffy. So he didn't run away. He was gonna, cause here in this panel they're all running away, and then in this panel Robin says I can go on my own, and then Luffy says not gonna happen. So does that mean he like stopped running towards the food and listened to Robin? Listen, Robin, the thing about being captain is you have to pay your respects to everyone who's helped out your crew. What? Where did you learn that? It's the honorable thing to do. Duh. You have to pay your respects to everyone who's helped out your crew. Where did he learn that? You know what I remember him learning from Vivi was about, remember Nami was sick and people attacked them out of fear, and then he immediately retaliated. But then Vivi was like, you have to take a step back. And like, he was like, sorry, we're here. My crewmate is sick. Can we please ask for help? So that was one of the most standout lessons that I remember Luffy learning. That's a good point. We can wait on the toast. Bring Soul back with you. In the meantime, I'll prepare that special mousse for you. Take your time. okay. I'm not ready to see Soul because he fell and he couldn't get up. Warriors have to study harder too. Dr. Soul mostly teaches classes on history and various books. Oh. That's the Warrior's Spring, and right by it is the Owl Library. Spring? It looks like a beach. Yes, it's a sandy beach caused by part of the tree becoming fossilized and eroded. Maybe he learned it from Makino with Ace. Oh, yeah. Maybe. It's a sandy beach caused by part of the tree becoming fossilized and eroded. It doesn't have tides, but the waterfalls from the spring cause waves to lap on the shore. It's an ocean. Okay, let's go find him. Then we can take Soul back to the pub. Stop! This is Robin's moment. My heart is racing. Oh, see, even this Straw Hat crew knows about character moments. Usopp's moment, Robin's moment, Sanji's moment, Nami's moment, Zoro's moment. And I'm not talking about fights. Story stuff. Oh no, it's Dr. Soul. He's fallen and he won't get up. What? Are you kidding me? We just got here. We're coming for a reunion 22 years in the making. And this happens now? I'm a doctor. I'll handle this. Where's the patient? This is your time to shine, Chopper. We're all counting on you. He's over there. He just fell over and... Ha ha ha. Oh, you fool. Don't say that. The poor guy's sick. It'll be fine. Let me go on my own. You all stay here. Maybe I got all nervous for nothing. Maybe he's like... Oh, maybe that's how she found him. He's recreating the moment. Ah, it's so cute. Even her outfit, it looks so nostalgic, Robin. How's that? Did I shock you? What a shocker. And then, just like he saw her the first time. Robin, but you're not a kid anymore. Sorry, I wasn't sure how I should greet you. And you still have that silly laugh. Remember one time I DM you that I'm really happy you started the manga? It's because I read this chapter. Aww. But you're not a kid anymore. Yup, still don't know how to laugh. Now, let me get a good peek at ya. Why, look how lovely you are now. You're reminding me of Olvia. You're just like her. Huh? Like my mother? We can't give up on the future of the world. You will understand someday. You got her gentle eyes, Robin. Anyway, did you hear Vegapunk's message? I was there on the island, but I couldn't really make it out. I had to learn about it from the paper. Well, when he said, "History is told by the winners," those words came from O'Hara. If they were left to be buried in history, they would have vanished without being heard. The scholars of O'Hara sent out their voices, and Vegapunk's a scientist. He doesn't speak on good and evil, but he gave his life to pass those voices on. It's a very optimistic, Vegapunk is one of the best. So but it's a very optimistic kind of a perspective to say, because he's a scientist, he doesn't speak on good or evil. But yes, that's true in Vegapunk's case. But I can't help but think of all the times that even the specific studies that were done or how they were conducted, but yeah, it's not relevant when we're talking about Vegapunk because he's one of the good ones. He doesn't care. He just, it's for him, it's about the truth, not about right or wrong or good or evil, just like facts, I think. Science. But you know what's interesting? What's that kind of experiment where when it's an experiment about like, and the results change by the observation of it. Isn't there like a thing like that? I remember reading about like there's a wall and then they shoot something at it, but on a microscopic level. And the results change depending on whether someone is looking at it or not. I don't remember what that's called, or a quantum. There are particles that change patterns, like depending on whether it's being observed or not. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect refers to the fact that the act of measuring or observing a quantum system inevitably alters its state. Particles like electrons don't occupy a definite position or momentum until they are observed. So, the double slit experiment, exactly, that's what it's called. Double slit experiment. In modern physics, the double slit experiment demonstrates that light and matter can exhibit behavior of both classical particles and classical waves. Okay, but we can look into it more later. But my point is, even when you are the most pure scientist, trying to find out the truth, stuff like that, inevitably, just by including people into the mix, an observer, it could actually change what might be the truth. Does that make sense? Maybe in a literal sense, maybe in a philosophical sense, but it's just interesting to think about things like that. Especially when we're talking about quantum mechanics, because the devil fruits themselves, according to Vegapunk's theory, might be a quantum mechanic theory, because he said the existence of the devil fruits, it happened because of people's desires for certain things. And that reminds me of the very little that I know about quantum physics. So I don't know. Hi Knox, nice to see you. But we can read more about that later. So I'm starting again from the top of this page. Oh shit, it's chapter 1133. History is told by the winners. Those words came from O'Hara. If they were left to be buried in history, they would have vanished without being heard. The scholars of O'Hara sent out their voices. And Vegapunk's a scientist. He doesn't speak on good and evil, but he gave his life to pass those voices on. It's a huge step forward, made possible by O'Hara and Vegapunk's sacrifices for what is right. So even if Vegapunk doesn't speak on good and evil, his actions did, in my opinion. I'm sure it means big change for the future. Your sacrifice too. Does it hurt? Bet you can't believe I made it, huh? The next thing I knew, I was drowning in the sea. I guess the flames of the island melted the ice and dropped me in. I didn't find out you were still alive until a bit later. And the things they were saying about you, oh, it made me so mad. That's relatable. I don't want to talk about the bad things. Instead, Soul, I want to hear nice things about how you survived. No kidding. A tiny child like you on the run from the entire world? Bless you for being alive, Robin. 22 whole years. Bless you for surviving. Bless you for coming to see me. This is beautiful. This is like peak. Bless you for being alive. Bless you for surviving. Bless you for coming to see me. The voice acting is gonna kill me with this. The music, it's gonna kill me. But in a happy way, because she made it this far because Luffy and them, she met them the way that Soul said she would. She would find friends, and then they saved her. And she made it here, and she wanted to live after suffering so much. Why do I have to live anyway? Mother, Professor, Soul, I just want to die. I want to die. Oh, I missed you so much, Soul. I missed you too. Oh, everyone's crying. Oh, that's so sweet. This is gonna be so painful, but in like a beautiful way. Oh my gosh. And Luffy and Zoro are sitting and watching. Or waiting, I guess. Who's that with the big jacket? I wanted to say, I can't believe we got a reunion. But Luffy got to see Sabo again too. We lost some people, but so happy we found some again. Oh, Jinbei. Oh, that's Jinbei. Oh, that's true. Oh. I can't believe it. After all this time. And he's not sick! Dear God, Oda! Why would you do that to me? I was so worried. This is really, really tough because, but it's actually so beautiful because so many people in the world go through like an insane amount of suffering, and you think to yourself, like, if I had to go through that, how could I? Robin's story is so strong. Like, after all that suffering, of course she did. Like, she says here in the flashback, why do I have to live anyway? And any of us would feel that way. But she found something to live for because the people who loved her wanted her to live, you know? It makes me think about something sad that Soto's told me earlier in the week. But I don't know if I should say. But I'm gonna say because that's the thought that came up for me. So on Wednesday, Soto told me about a small boy whose mother and her boyfriend like tortured him for months, and eventually a neighbor saw him collapse and called the hospital or the police or whatever, and now all the truth came out about how much they tortured this child, and he's like in critical condition. I actually haven't asked if there has been news about that, because Sotos was saying this to me, and I said that you feel disgusted at how people treat a child. And then I said, I just hope that when he wakes up, I hope that for the rest of his life, everyone will just take care of him, and he will just, because what else can you even say? What else can you hope for? And then Soto said, that's if the child survives. And I was thinking for a moment, you know, should I pray for this child to rest in peace, or should I pray for this child to make it through? Because how do you live after that? How would I'm think that's what I think about when I hear about Robin's story and everything she went through. When I think about this real child who for no reason went through so much, like, just because people are, I don't know, possessed by demons. I can't think of another reason why people would do that. And when I read something like this, it makes me feel like I want that kid to pull through. I want these people deserve to find a happy ending, you know? Just because of the people that hurt Robin and put her through so much. Why should she lose the will to live? You know, why should she be the one? So it just makes me happy to see this, because it's like, it's not that everything is worth it in the end. Of course not. None of that should have happened in the first place. But she made it here, and it's like a big fuck you to the people who hurt her, who tried to, you know, kill her, who killed everyone she loves. Her being here, you know, everyone who helped her get to this point, that's who we should be fighting for. That's who we should be helping. Like, otherwise, Aka Inu wins. And everyone who hurt her wins. The world government, the Gorosei, if people like Robin, if we don't help people like her to get their happy ending, the others win. Like, yes, the world is fucked up and people do fucked up things, but we can't lose hope. We can't give up. Even when it's like, Robin was ready to give up. I mean, she was a freaking child. No one would have blamed her. But thank God for Luffy. Thank God for the will to live that soul and her mother embedded into her, because that is what we want to prevail. Like, otherwise the other side wins. Akainu wins. I don't want him to win. I don't want the world government to win. You know? It's sadly, I don't think he will. The tests they did yesterday showed that he was brain dead, but they said they'll give it another 24 hours in case something changes. Well, I think that at the end of the day, not everyone gets Robin's ending. Because think about all those kids on the boat that didn't survive. But Robin's life holds all of their hopes, all of O'Hara's hopes. The civilian ship that they exploded, that they destroyed, so that the truth can't come out. Thank God for Robin, because she carries basically all of O'Hara's hopes in her right now. And maybe we can pray and we can hope that little boy pulls through. But even if he doesn't, we can still like try, and like we can learn from that, and we can hopefully help the next kid so that they don't have to go through the same thing. Because yeah, we don't want Emu to win. But Emu is, at this point, is such a vague figure for me. It's easier to try and stop Akainu and try and stop the Gorosei, but it all goes back maybe to Emu, but I don't know Emu. So, but I do love this story. I do love that after all her suffering, this is, you know, she kept moving forward, and she found Luffy and them, and now this is, thank God she held on, right? Okay, I'm taking a screenshot. A reward for surviving, maybe, but also it's not that I see it as a reward for her, but more like something for me to work towards. Like, don't get dragged down by all the bad stuff that's going on in the world, because this is what we're working for. You know, we want to give people the happy endings that they deserve. And don't say something dirty, Sotos. But there's, even when life is difficult, I don't think, like, the fact that she kept fighting even when the whole world wanted her dead, eventually she did meet Luffy, and now they might end up saving the whole world, you know. So there's something worth fighting for, even when things are at its darkest in your life. In If you look at the world, even when you see terrible things every day, even when you experience terrible things, this scene reminds you, and not just the scene but the story, it reminds you that don't give up. Okay, one last chapter for today. Wow. Cover. Wait, it's loading. Wow. Giant the Robo Frankie. Oh, look at Nami. Look at how she's holding on to Luffy. That's so cute. Wow. Can we take a quick peek at the last page of chapter 115 before you start? The last page of chapter 115. Okay. This page? Oh, 115. I went to 1015. Oh my lord. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Oh, the cover was made for the departure of Frankie's voice actor because he retired. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm at chapter 115. And like around here. This is a prehistoric island. The age of dinosaurs never ended here. Because it's so hard to travel on the Grand Line, the islands here have been isolated. So each one has developed its own unique culture. Some cultures are very advanced. Others have stayed unchanged for thousands of years. The unstable climate on the Grand Line makes this possible. This island is still in the dinosaur age. It's stuck in time. Sorry. The air conditioner just started leaking like crazy. But is it going into the bucket? I don't know. This island is still in the dinosaur age. It's stuck in time. Get off that thing! Oh my lord! Cool! Usopp! What? Did you find the book? Oh, Big Trouble. I know what island this is. The same one. To its inhabitants, the island is truly is a little garden. Therefore, let us call it Little Garden, Land of Giants. This is also Lewis Arnott. Does that mean they also went to Little Garden and then eventually to Elbaf? Mm. So let me take a screenshot of this page and include it in my notes. Questions. Okay, at the end of chapter 1132, so let me just include that screenshot. Wow, can you believe it? Chapter 115 and then 1000, that's 1,000 chapters later, like more than 1,000. That's insane. What the hell? As expected of Oda. Indeed. Okay, let me just refresh. See below image from chapter 115. From end of chapter 115. I guess I can just cut like that. Wow, so it's been a minute. But we've heard about him before. Lois Arnott. Or Lewis. Isn't there an explorer in real life with the name... Who's Lewis and Clark? Lois and Clark. Meriwether Lewis and William Clark were leaders of the Corps of Discovery, a United States expedition to explore the western United States in 1804. The expedition was a major step in the country's westward expansion. They explored the Louisiana Purchase and the Pacific Northwest. They searched for the Northwest Passage, a water route from the Missouri River to the Pacific Ocean, and gathered information about the land, its inhabitants, and resources. The expedition began in St. Louis. The expedition began in St. Louis, Missouri in 1804. Oh, so it's Meriwether Lewis, and the expedition began in St. Louis. So the actual explorer is not spelled the same way, but you can say that name, Lois. You can pronounce it that way, but St. Louis, that's where the expedition... I wonder if it's kind of like a little, nod. Because explorers... The expedition crossed the Continental Divide and reached the Columbia River and the Pacific Ocean in 1805. and returned to St. Louis in 1806. So it only lasted 2 years. They faced harsh weather, unforgiving terrain, treacherous waters, injuries, starvation, disease, and contact with Native Americans. What they accomplished was provided new geographic, ecological, and cultural information about the region and left behind a legacy of nonviolent contact with Native Americans. Interesting. I wonder if it's like a little, considering his name is what? Lois or Louis Arnott. Okay, but before we read the next and final chapter for today, when they encountered their first grizzly bear, they had to use half their ammo. After that, they did their best to avoid other grizzly bears. Whoa. Imagine going to explore like a new place like that. Adventure is out there. Okay, so yeah, next up is crap. Didn't I read 1133. Why I didn't write down the title? The title of the last chapter was wrong chapter. Nice things. Oh, nice things indeed. Nice things. And then I will just put in my notes Robin and Soul reunion. How to spell reunion? So wait, doesn't that mean... Okay, never mind. Copy. Paste. Next chapter is 1134. But first I have to go to the bathroom. They also had Sacagawea, a native woman who was married to one of the explorers, and she had contact with some of the tribes. So that's probably why they were able to make peaceful contact, because they had like a friendly face. Which kind of reminds me of a scene or a few scenes from Shanghai Nights. Shanghai Noon? Encountering a grizzly bear is one of my biggest nightmares. That's so... Grizzly bear. Whoa. The North American brown bear, a population of or subspecies of the brown bear inhabiting North America. In addition to the mainland grizzly, other morphological forms of brown bear in North America are sometimes identified as grizzly bears. Well, this looks quite... I think for you guys, grizzly bears are like, for me, a hippopotamus. Because, like, I can see why you'd be afraid of this thing, but because we don't have bears, it's not like something I've ever needed to be afraid of. Whereas, a hippopotamus... Holy shit. I can see why you're afraid. Yep. Grizzly bear has a rump lower than the shoulders. Shoulder hump present, long claws for digging. No shoulder hump, short curved claws for climbing. They will eat a human while they're alive and not just kill you off the bat. Oh my god! scary. Also scary. Basically, it's a water bear. But look how cute! No, but even teddy bears are cute. Like, I have teddy bears and they look adorable, but just because something looks adorable doesn't mean it is. They can swim fast, they can run fast, and they can tear you apart. Look at that mouth. Do you want to be eaten by that mouth? He's crazy. So this is basically my version of a bear. But yeah, we don't have bears in South Africa. I don't think so. Maybe in parts. Are there bears in... I don't think so. No wild bears in South Africa. Bears were once native to Africa, but the Atlas bear, the only native bear species to survive into modern times, is now thought to be extinct. Bears were outcompeted by big cats such as lions in the African environment. South Africa does have bear sanctuaries, including Bear Sanctuary Arbisbosch and the Bear Sanctuary Muritz, which provide a safe home for rescued bears. But no wild bears. They say they were outcompeted by cats, by big cats, but I'm wondering if they were outcompeted by big hippos too. I'm just thinking. Okay. So next up is chapter 1134. But I just want to go to the bathroom real quick. Why were we talking about bears again? Oh, because we were talking about the explorers and what they encountered. And because the one explorer's name in One Piece is a Lewis. Or Lois. I feel like a hippo is top of the chain. They basically can kill everything. I think so too. I don't know. They should be part of the big five, but they are not. For what reason? It's because they don't look majestic, maybe. Is a hippo part of the big five? I don't think so. It's a rhino, a lion, a rhinoceros, a leopard. I don't know. I can never remember. Not a giraffe. Maybe a hippo. What is the big five? South Africa. Lion, leopard, rhino, elephant, and buffalo. Buffalo? Really? Not hippopotamus? But it really should include the hippopotamus. I don't know. I'll be right back. Let me just check if the drip is going in the bucket. Yep. We're good. It's good. I'm wearing the same pants as yesterday. I got this top for like $6. And the top from yesterday also $6-7. Okay, last chapter. Who's ready? The chapter is called Oh, hi, Mike. When did you get here? If I didn't say hi to anyone before now, hello, welcome. Okay, so we have the amazing, beautiful, wonderful cover that is in honor of Frankie's VA who retired. Looks fantastic! Woo! Beautiful. Oh, Robin looks so pretty with her new hairstyle. Okay. Super! Chapter 1134 is called The Owl Library. So let me just add that to my notes. The Owl Library. Old man Soul, a long time ago, you did a great favor to one of our young'uns. Thank you kindly. Begging your pardon? Oh, Luffy trying to beak up such a like... Oh, he's so cute. Where and how did you learn that? Well met, good sir. This is Luffy. Yeah, I know about Luffy. He's famous. So, you found them after all, huh, Robin? I did. Just as you said. I found them, Soul. I found the true friends who will stand up to protect me. We'll protect you for life. I mean, of course. Aww. Sanji, next time when Robin is being dragged away by her hair, will you forgo the tea with Khalifa to protect her? He got the stance from Jinbei. Ah, yeah, maybe. So cute. Listen, all you friends of Robin's, thank you for coming all this way to Elbaf. Sorry about the surprise and all. I rehearsed it over and over with my assistant, Ange. Years ago, I was in the Navy, so I know what a big deal the 4 emperors are. Thank you so much for keeping Robin safe. Keeping Robin safe. That's fun to say. Keeping Robin. All I can say is keep it up. He. You bet we will. Hey, Soul, it's me. You? Who's you? How are you flying? I'm Vegapunk. Huh? I will pretend as it's not, because then you have to pretend. Sotos. She says, I'm Vegapunk. Is this what you wanted? Ah, yes, it's perfect. What is that? Huh? Oh, allow me. Vegapunk requested that we bring this all the way from Egghead. What's inside? This? Me! A Vegapunk clone? A perfect recreation, not like we satellites. This was the me who came here 20 years ago. Don't you think government would have been suspicious if the Stella had left his lab for months at a time? Oh. Anyway, I snuck him out in a vat of biofluid, but I don't have the facility to safely extract him. That's why I intend to settle down here and build a new laboratory. You're gonna stay? Lilith, does that mean you'll be able to make my daddy all better? Of course, Bonnie. For real? Yay! If you're really Vegapunk, I'm delighted to see you again after 20 long years, but I can't wrap my head around it. Why are you a woman? Oh, who cares? I can explain later. Mr. Soul, are you done now? Can we go play? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for your help, kids. Normally, this spring is a playground for the children, so we had to ask them to stay quiet for Mr. Soul's little one-man act. You did all of that, and she saw right through it. Forgive the late introduction. I'm Mr. Soul's assistant, Ange, or Ange. Sorry to talk down to you like this. We run the best library and school in Elbaf here. Oh, school. I can show you around if you'd... This place looks fun! This is where the warriors of Elbaf... And they're already gone. Typical. That's the Walrus School where the children of Elbaf learn. Sol founded it 20 years ago at the behest of the former king. Wow, that looks so neat. Aw, Walrus School. Woo! Get their elite training. So it's basically a warrior training ground, huh? Oh, look at the kids playing in the water. It's so cute. So long, Anj and Gerd. Show them wherever they want to go. I'm going to give Robin a tour of the library. Let's go, Chopper. I'm more curious about the library. Are all the books huge too? I haven't been in a school in ages. And I'll protect you, Nami. I'm curious about this island's giant tree. It's huge. Pipsqueak humans! Catch them and take them prisoner! It's a land of giants! Should I slash them? Don't even think about it. Yeah, I guess kids are meant to be brats. Yeah, says you, Zoro. Do you remember what you did as a kid? Kept going to dojo and be like, I'm gonna beat you. I'm the toughest around. You'll know all about kids being brats. Stop that! Don't chase the humans around. Sorry. And don't say pipsqueak. They're such wimps. Are these brats really from the... Oh, sorry, I don't need to say brats like that. Are these brats, like, he's saying gakidomo, like these kids. But it's basically brats. But I don't know why I put so much emphasis on brats. Because it's a very negative word in, I think, in English. Unless you're talking about the Bratz dolls, in which case they're awesome. But, yeah. Are these brats really from the village of warriors? Hey, you're not supposed to call us brats. Even he knows. Wait, this is weirding me out. Listen, you can call us pipsqueak humans. It's fine. And you guys are gonna go out to sea one day and fight ruffians, aren't you? No, we're not. That's dangerous. What? Aren't you guys the next generation of Elbaf warriors? Don't call us guys. What? It's not in anymore. What? Humana, 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 huh? Whose voice was that? It was an adult. What do you mean it's not in anymore? You should probably move. You're going to get yelled at. You're standing on top of Miss Ripley. Whoa! Walrus School biology teacher, Miss Ripley. We're on top of a giant? Sorry. It's fine, you're not heavy. Is this shocking you? When the warriors of Elbaf were ransacking the world, that was 100 years ago. Insults, violence, pillaging, war. That's just not the world we live in anymore. What? Welcome. I heard about you from Seoul. You must be the Straw Hat crew. Oh, there they are. Sorry our brats are so damn annoying. Hey, your tone of voice. Miss Ripley, that's mean. I teach by negative example. That's what I'm going to tell my kids. I'll be like, oh, fuck. And then they'll be like, Mom. And I'll be like, hey, I teach by negative example, okay? Just don't be me. That's how you learn. How are you going to learn how not to be if I don't show you? You know? The great King Harold once said, don't fight other countries, trade with them. He got into many arguments with the village chiefs and their traditions. King Harold? He was a great king who tried to reform this country and was killed by his own son before his dreams could be realized. But the country refused to give his son the throne, and so Elbaf has no king now. Dun dun dun! Okay, history lesson over. Go and show them around the school, kids. Yes, Miss Ripley. Go on now. Do as I say, not as I do. Why aren't you in your white-haired form, Captain? Oh, she means Gear 5th. I was looking forward to that. Oh, that's my free form. There's a warrior who looks like that in Elbaf's mythology. Oh, yeah? It made my heart race. We're the last generation of warriors here. I'm about to fall. Hello, thank you for your first chat ever, and it's 1,500 bits. Thank you. Sorry, I don't have an alert sound anymore. How can I make an alert sound? Ooh, 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 Honko needs to fix my my thingy. This. This is my stream deck for alerts, which I can't use. Thank you. I'm about to fall. So what I really like to imagine, like if they have a warrior who looks like Luffy's free form in their history, I like to imagine that there was once a giant that had Luffy's devil fruit, you know? And he also had, like, imagine a giant Gear 5th Luffy. Like, that could be its own freaking anime. That is the most wild thing about One Piece, is the fact that there are 500 characters and the stories that I'm interested in, and I could watch so many spin-offs. As long as it kept kind of like the essence of One Piece to some extent, you know? Oh, so you've already heard most of the story. Basically, I fled for my life and managed to get here to Elbaf. But I couldn't help but worry about the books. Those scholars gave their lives to protect. So I asked Hydrogen's crew to take me back to O'Hara. And when I found all those tiny books clinging to life, I wept. Come on, Robin, but watch out for that book. Oh, shit! Archaeology? Whoa! What the? Did it... Wait, it's loading. Come on! Wow! Ain't it something? All those books are now giant-sized. Every book you bring in here turns huge. What kind of magic? This is the wondrous Owl Library. In here you'll find all the texts that O'Hara protected 22 years ago. Their lives were not sacrificed for nothing. Not only did Robin survive, but their work survived. We searched all over the island to find every lost one. You can check. They're all here. Oh, look, look, look. Clover Hakase. Oh, remember that bitch of a lady that was taking care of Robin, and then she had her birthday. They didn't even remember her birthday, and then Robin had to go to the library, and then they celebrated her birthday with her. That was so sweet. I can't believe I finally get to show this to you. Mean aunt. Back to the underworld. Ah, yes, you're almost as bored as me. Am I bothering you? Nah, I could use a conversation partner. And I've got all the time in the world. Are you still traumatized by that experience you were telling me about? Ralph's Revenge says, and the King Kong says, that was her aunt. I wonder if it was her mother's sister or her father's sister. Have we ever even heard about her father? Imagine. And Luffy's mother. I want to know. Who's Luffy's mom? And Zoro's mom and dad, and even Nami. There's so much potential, like, because Nami was found. She might be like, imagine her. But I know that she thinks of Bellamere as her mother. But still, there's so much mystery. We all know who Usopp's father is. I can't wait for their reunion. I think Usopp should punch him. Just to get it out, you know? That's for leaving my mom, even though she loved you anyway, but you just deserve that one punch, okay? But I doubt he'd do that. Okay, so anyway, back to the story, the current chapter. Loki says to a Dindin Mushi, I could use a conversation partner, and I've got all the time in the world. Are you still traumatized by that experience you were telling me about? I am. Even now, the memory makes me tremble uncontrollably. A snow transponder snail, cold-resistant speech recognition type. Hurts me to hear it too. I've never met you nor seen you, but through some twist of fate, we've been long friends. If I were there in your place, I'd have razed it to the ground and killed them all instead. Who's this? Who's this? You know how sometimes the Dindin Mushi looks like the person who you're talking to? But maybe not in this case, but I'm just saying. If I were there in your place, I'd have razed it to the ground and killed them all instead. I wasn't hoping for that much. And that's why you're so weak, Shaggy. Shaggy? Listen, you don't want to let these fools get away. You put them down for good, or they'll come back for vengeance. Why, thank you. What? I've realized recently that those fearsome words of yours hide your kindness. Is that why he killed his dad? Out of kindness? Don't make me sick. How dare you suggest such a thing? I'll not have you sassing me like this. Me? Kind? Never say that again. Please, don't shout. Maybe it happened differently. Because the thing is, remember in the last video, I said, if Luffy helps him, there has to be more to the story because Luffy doesn't make friends with, like, dipshits. So, shut up. Just you wait until I get these chains off, Shaggy. And even in well, the only Loki I really know is from Marvel movies, right? And he's very troublesome and he does bad things, but he always has that little part of him that you love. That's kind of Loki's character, as far as I know. So, okay, looks like I have to turn this one around. What is going on here? Western Village, Elbaf. Hey, the feast hasn't started yet. We're just drinking as we wait. That's a little too much. And then, there's a castle on the hill, like the Ed Sheeran song, but there's that black light, like hockey or like something, and everyone is drinking and having fun, but there's the why the star and the circle, and the hooded figures are so scary, and the throne and then that's and who's that? I mean, I can see, I think that looks like, but is it? Could it be? But who's that? No! That's where we end. Don't tell me anything. That it looks like it's happening in the castle on right there. And remember, there's an astral level. Hooded figures. A star with a circle around it. And the little I need you to revisit the last page of chapter 907. 907. Holy crap. How do you people remember these things? The last page of chapter 907. The Hall of Power, Pangaya Castle. What do you want? Why would you come all this way? This is the Reverie. Given your standing, you should have nothing to do with politics. We only arranged this time on your request, and I appreciate that. There's a pirate I need to talk to you about. Has this been adapted into an anime? I mean, has this been adapted into an episode? Take it. The sentence that I'm trying to say is, which episode was this adapted into? Can I rather watch the episode rather than the chapter number? There's a pirate I need to talk to you about. And then what happened at the start of the next chapter? 907 ends like that. And then 908. Of course it goes elsewhere. The episode is episode 887, okay? So I need to make notes of Shaggy. Who is this Shaggy that Loki is talking to? What did he or she go through? Is Loki really as kind as Shaggy believes? Who are the two hooded figures at the end of the chapter, and what are they doing? I mean, I can see the one looks like Shanks, but it looks like it's happening on the castle on the hill, and Shanks left. So don't answer me. Give me time to come to my own conclusions or realizations, because you guys have obviously read more, or you've had more time to think about it at least. So just my questions at this time are rhetorical. Mosako in Japanese. Is Shaggy Mosako in Japanese? What? Okay, I'll ask Panya what Mosako means. What do other translations call them? Him, her. Mosako. So obviously, the hooded figure at the end of chapter 1134, I can see it looks like Shanks, but it can't be, because he's not there. And who's this? Who's she? In my translation, it was Mosa or Musa. So why the hell Mosako? Why the hell does mine say Shaggy? So random. Okay, wait a minute. Episode 887. Okay. Are you guys watching the remastered version of the Fishman Island saga? How's that going? 887. Excuse me. 887. 887. 887. An explosive situation. Two emperors of the sea going after Luffy. I didn't see it, but I heard people really like it. Okay, let me just see here. The news about... Wait, did I go too far? The news about Luffy and the others devastating Big Mom's troops and getting away safely spread across the world in no time. And then somewhere we see Shanks saying, I think I'll see you soon. Jumped to 1.5 billion berries because of the things he has done. He's still just a fledgling. Now, even at the Holy Land of Marijoa, Room of Authority. It's the time of the reverie now. Considering your status, you should stay away from politics. I appreciate that. Let's hear it. Guys, would you excuse us? But why would Shanks be there somewhere on a random... Okay, wait. This is 22:55. Let's just go back to this part. Why would they start with this? Like he's on... He's in the ocean. Somewhere. And then boom. Maybe he has a twin brother. Considering your status, you should stay away from politics. Your status. And yeah, I always wondered why would they just meet with him like that? But they did meet. Remember back in the day, didn't the Gorosei have a meeting with the Doflamingo and Kuma, and they had like, because they're warlords. Wait a minute. No. They were the approved pirates, the warlords or something separate. So this scene was actually way more... Sorry, I was getting confused with the 4 and then the 7, the emperors. Ugh. Too many names. He has the twin brother. He has a twin brother. Wait. And he has the little... But then if he's the same! Wait! His left eye has the scar. Okay, but they're only showing the right side of his face. They're doing it on purpose. Why are they only showing the right side of his face? Why would you do that? Why was he on the ocean saying, I'll see you soon, Luffy, and the next thing, he's with them in a hooded thing, and now we saw Shanks leave after messing Kid up, but now something's happening in the castle on the hill with the same hooded figure? Why would Shanks be in a hood? Shanks has a twin freaking brother, and they have the exact same voice. But they look so similar. They can't. It can't be. I'm probably thinking something crazy again. It's like one of those things where the answer is like so obvious, but then my brain is doing... But maybe he's in the hooded figure here because people can't see him there. But his hair looks longer. Slightly. No, I'm just grasping at straws. It does a little bit, but maybe it's because of his... I don't know what's going on! We have to read another chapter! They're not gonna give us an answer though, are they? It's not like even if I read another chapter, I'm gonna find out what the fuck's going on. Should I read another? No, I can't. I have to do a video and then eat something, and then I have to play games. I want to talk to you about a certain pirate. And then at the end of this chapter, it's the same. See, I'm not sure, but like, look. There it is. It's the chapter. The castle's right there. That's the roofs. And then there's this hockey going. But they're not noticing it because they're partying and what's going on? And there's a star. That looks like the stuff that the Gorosei do. The demon summoning stuff. And who are you with your face covered and just one eye showing? Okay, no, I'm gonna wait. I have to wait until next time. But what if I get spoiled? Maybe I should just read everything today. And get caught up today. No, I can't do that. But what if I get spoiled in this week? By the information. What if there's big shit happening and then I get spoiled? I'm too scared now. Just continue tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I don't stream on a Monday. And I'm hungry. Maybe I'll end the video. I'll eat. And then I'll just come back and read everything. And then I get caught up today. And then I'll never play Genshin again because I'm so far behind. Shit. I'm joking, I'll play Genshin. I'm just saying, I really want to get caught up today. Okay, wait, you guys go read the chapter. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna watch something and eat. And then I'm going to see if I want to keep reading. Because a part of me really wants to keep reading. There are still 4 chapters left, including today's chapter. Exactly. And then I'm caught up. There's a big spoiler this week. Exactly. I don't want to be spoiled. I have to get caught up today. Okay. Everyone go read the chapter. I'm going to eat and watch 2 episodes of Losing Heroines while I enjoy my food. And then I'll come back and then I'll read it. 4 more chapters. And then I'll be caught up and then I can never be spoiled again unless leaks. But it's a much smaller chance. Do you want to see Child Gerd? She appeared in Big Mom's flashback. Yes, but let's look at it at the start of the next. I can't stay now. Our stream saved. I post the read-along videos on Discord. And you are in the Discord. So you can just check in the read-along. You can find the link. So everything's going to be there. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next one. It was so exciting. And now I'm going to be caught up on today, which is the 2nd of February, 2025. That's the day that I will be caught up on One Piece manga. Finally. See you guys in the next video. As usual, it will be available 4 weeks in advance for patrons and YouTube members and Twitch subs. But I've only posted up to this video. So the last video that I posted to YouTube 2 days ago. No, man, not 2 days ago. Let me just refresh it. 7 days ago. So last week Sunday, I posted up to 1,116. Which just reminded me I need to post the next one actually today. Which is 1,117 to 1,119. So let me just make that public. Okay. I'm still on chapter 42. It'll take ages. I'm not caught up yet, Shoru, but I'm about to be caught up today. I still have 4 chapters to go, but first I have to have lunch. So, see you guys in about an hour. Bye.